Remember the iconic Totally Hair Barbie from the 1990s? The long flowing hair was the envy of any little girl. But what happens when the iconic curls get tangled and matted? Join me as I bring this vintage beauty back to life with a full restoration. I'm Busy Bee from Germany, and today I'd like to show you my experiences with bringing the crimp waves back to life with different methods. This here is my Totally Hair Barbie, still in box, and you see she still has all her crimp waves in her hair because she was never deboxed. But this is another one of my collection, and you can see her crimp curls are gone completely, and this is a condition you often find among these dolls, and how you can solve the problem and get the curls back so that she looks like this again. So just from my childhood, I wanted to tell you that I had a doll in a similar condition. I bought her in 1992 and I was super happy, and she looked like this one in the beginning, but after she had a 3-strand braid for 3 weeks, she looked like this, and it disappointed me a bit, and I had to search more than a decade to find one in this condition again. You know, I'm a big Totally Hair Barbie fan, and I prefer this condition, of course, but they are hard to find with the curls, and you know, I prefer the original and not the copy that came out a few years ago. If your doll's hair is heavily tangled, use the method for detangling here I show you for the Kanekalon hair. The Totally Hair Barbie has also Kanekalon hair.
Okay, the first thing we do is to dip the hair in the hot water. Okay, and the next thing we do is put the conditioner in the Barbie hair. It's important to use enough conditioner because of the length. Okay, and then we work our way up from the bottom, like this. I have a lot of tangles, and this is gonna last a while until I'm at the top of her hair. But you see the process, how it's working. And after 15 minutes of combing, she looks like this. I have finally all tangles out of her hair, and then we're gonna dip her in the bowl and wash the conditioner out, and then we let her dry and see her tomorrow. And one day later we have here our final result. I think it's pretty nice what we have.
Over the years I tested 2 methods, and I want to show them to you now. For re-crimping the hair I used a crimp iron. The temperature can be regulated on this iron, and I put a little bit of water in her hair before I used the iron, just to be sure that I did not burn the hair, because I wasn't sure if the Kanekalon hair is made for these irons or not, and she's a rare doll, and I wanted to be on the safe side, not to harm the doll here.
So here's my result after crimping her once.
For a better comparison, I wanted to show you my Whitney here too, in the way she is, since I curled her in 2022. You can see some of the waves are still very good visible and some have disappeared over the years. In one of my other videos I showed you how to reroute a full Barbie head and what's inside. So let me link you this video so that you can have a look at what happens inside the head when you do a reroute too, just in case you're interested. But there is another method I'd like to show you now. Let me show you how my crimp collars work. So you see this here, and they have hooks so that you can attach them to each other, that you get something like this, and then you attach the next one. So we have here the holes, and we use them to attach them to the first one. And then we can use the next one and then we can continue. The only disadvantage is that we can only do one streak per time. And for curling the hair again, I use my Steam Genie with hot water, and then I spray it onto the hair, and then I have to wait a day, and then she gets her curls back. Here they are looking like this. Very similar to the 90s colors you get for the crimp hair skipper. I'm going to show you a pic of her. Anyway, that's a box of colors. I think there were at least 30 things in one box, and they were available for only a few euros, so that's a good alternative if you don't have a crimping iron and you want to crimp your doll hair back like it was in the 90s. You can also use these tiny colors here. Maybe this is a good alternative for you because it's cheap, it's a little bit more time consuming, but it's also working very well. And the curls really stay in the hair. I did this in 2022 and you can still see the curls like just I recurled them yesterday. So this is the best method I found until now here in Europe to recrimp the 90s Barbie hair. My dear viewers, let me summarize my thoughts here, and thank you for staying until the end of this video. My favorite method here is to use the crimp curlers, because the crimp curlers are a safe method, because you can adjust the doll and the Steam Genie to any position you want, and you don't have this opportunity when you use the crimp curling iron. You know, it's just in one position and then you have to wait. And with the Steam Genie you can adjust, and you can adjust the Barbie too. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite method to recrimp the 90s crimp waves? I'm super curious about your results. And you also have the possibility to post a picture or write text in the community tab too, because it's open to you now. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. See you very, very soon. Your Busy from Germany. Bye. Join me as I bring the vintage